No. This is what it is.
So what do you do in LAMS?
LAMS is basically in charge of planning decorations for the Mass. We primarily specialize in the decorations.
I spitball ideas for like the projects we do, and sometimes I help out for like the setting up of it.
As ministry, you're able to express your creativity and also have a lot of fun.
What is the goal of LAMS?
Do it for the pizza. Do it for Jesus.
To provide an enriching experience that you can absorb when you're at the Mass.
And we also have pizza.
Hi, my name is Roy Bianchi, and I am one of the 4 leaders in charge of LAMS. LAMS stands for Liturgical Atmosphere Ministry Bunch of Servants. My personal job is in charge of lights. Check out my lights. They're beautiful, I know. I keep them looking good, I make sure that they're all working. I make sure that I train the new lambs how to put the lights in and out. Basically, my job is to bring light and life into the church during Mass. I have 4 lights like these. We call them branch lights because they look like branches. I don't know. But we have 4 branch lights, and we have 3 spotlights that we like to use focusing at the crucifix. I don't know. But we have 4 branch lights, and we have 3 spotlights that we like to use focusing at the crucifix. As you can see, I keep my spot very organized, kind of, well, like, they're all pushed to the side. But my job not only is to focus the lights on the altar during Mass and stuff like that, my job is to keep things organized, make sure these very expensive lights are safe, and I train the new lambs how to use the lights.
My name is Therese, and the first job that I have as a leader is to communicate to all the members. So what I have to do is I have to take everyone's phone number, and maybe 2 nights before a meeting I'll text them about it and tell them at least a few things about what we're going to do during the meeting. And then I also, if there's new members, I take their information too and I keep it on a piece of paper so I can text them as well. And the second job that I have to do is I'm in charge of cloth. So this is the cloth that we use is normally for like backdrops for the altar tables, or just the altar, and then sometimes for the Mary table or the gifts table. So basically for all the tables. And so what I do is I choose the colors first, and I talk to everyone in the club, in the ministry about it. And then once we figure that out, I grab people to go get the cloth with me, and then I arrange it somewhere. And on the day, I set it up with people. My last part, or my last job, is to set up the gossamer and to find different colors of gossamer. And sometimes the gossamer can be in the Bible closet in one of the bathrooms by the H buildings, like Miss Roberts' room. And the other gossamers can be in the sacristy on above the sound system. And what I do is, before a Mass, the first Mass we had, I measured the length of the basketball courts, and now I know it now, but I forgot it for right now. But so we measure it, and then I cut it, and then I ask people to help me string it up because I'm too short. So, and then when I string it up, I put the code in, and Miss Heiss has that code. I can also write it down. But for that code, you're not supposed to tell any of the members that are in LAMS, but you can also tell the leaders about it. So that is the last thing that I do.
Hello, I am Jerry Velasco, and for my part, I take care of plants and flowers. So how do I take care of the plants and flowers? Well, I first, I make a plan. I send it to Miss Heiss, and then I go to Bob's, which is right across from the cemetery, and from there we talk it out and we make the orders. And as for the plants, we originally used the plants for campus ministry, and yeah.
So my name is Megan Maldado, and I am in charge of special decorations. That basically is that I help design and create any banners or posters that we use during Mass. I consult with Miss Mullick. Once we have our basic idea and our basic design, I bring her our plans and she helps us improve it, and she gives us advice on what kind of materials we should use. Generally, we have meetings every Wednesday and Thursday after school in Miss Heiss' class. Basically, how our meetings work is that we have planning meetings early before the Mass. And then we have meetings where we have to gather all of our supplies and we take them to Miss Heiss' class ready for the next meeting, because we'll have to probably build or create any posters or banners or anything like that. Sometimes before the Mass, we try to come at night to set up early. We basically just set up the metal frame, which is the backdrop, or gossamer, and stuff that will make it really easy for the next morning, because the next morning we have to try to come around 7 a.m. just to get everything started. We try to finish setup by the end of first period. Sometimes we go over to third period, but we try our best. Fifth period is used for cleanup, and we try to do that as quickly as possible. Sometimes we do start that during lunch or right after Mass is over, just so it could be quick and we don't have to spend any time after school. For our regular members, after a big Mass, our next meeting, we have like a little pizza party type of thing. We ask everyone to bring a couple dollars, and we'll just go over and buy Little Caesars. Just chill for like a good half of the meeting, and maybe talk about our next plans. So where we store our stuff, we use a lot of supplies. We borrow a lot of things, and we have a lot of places that we get them from. One of them is in the chapel in the sacristy. That is where we hold our altar cloths, or our banners, like the graduation banners that we use for baccalaureate, or the Saints banners, or I think Catholic Schools Week's banners is in there too. Anything that needs to be nicely kept. And another place we borrow a lot of stuff from the bishop's office. We borrow the poles for the metal frame and the cloth for the backdrop that's on the metal frame. Basically, you get the key from the administration office, and the bishop's gate is right next to where the library is. And once you get that open, there's like a button you just press, and so just say that you're from Lambs and that you want to borrow the poles or the cloth, and they'll let you in. Another place we store things is in campus ministry. In the back of campus ministry, we have all our lights. That's kind of it. Another place is in the Bible camp closet. You get the key from Mr. Veer or Mr. Levan, and where that is actually in the girls' bathroom. So And what we have in the Bible camp closet is all our gossamer. We have a lot of random stuff. We have our Christmas wreaths in there. We have a lot of wood. We have this wooden backdrop we use a couple times. And anything really that you could think of is in there. Popsicle sticks. Anything really. Yeah, that's it's basically where we keep all our stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, none of the stuff that we're able to do is really possible without all the help from our dedicated Lambs members and all our volunteers.
Wonderful Counselor.